Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here. I guess this could technically count as a perfect time of the year, considering we're still in January, and I missed my December deadline, but no matter. But anyways, today we are doing my most top 10 anticipated movies of 2022. 2022 is a bit of a strange year. A lot of things have been announced, a lot of things have been promoted. However, almost nothing seems concrete. Whereas in 2021, we're expecting like a bunch of things. In 2022, I have almost no idea what to expect. A bunch of crazy things are happening. So let's take a look at what we can expect this next year, what I'm most excited for, what I'm like about, and what I definitely think you should and probably shouldn't check out. Again, it's kind of my opinion. You don't really have to care about it. So at number 10, we have kind of a couple things down here, a couple things I just wanted to mention that were like either announced or they have trailers for, but we haven't really gotten anything concrete on them. The first thing I'd like to mention is there's a Rise of the TMNT movie. So I've only seen the first season of the show, and so I was really surprised when I found out that that this series is gonna get a movie. So it's gonna be on Netflix sometime later this year. No trailer about it, just an announcement. So I figured it would be interesting to know. Another movie I'd like to mention would be the Puss in Boots 2 movie. So I don't know if this is an actual sequel to Puss in Boots or if it's like a Netflix sort of movie, because there is a Netflix Puss in Boots movie, and TV show, and I did watch the Netflix show. So I'm wondering, will this movie be a continuation of the show, or will it be a continuation of the OG movie from 2011? Also, if it is a continuation of the OG movie, DreamWorks really did wait a long time to to make a sequel of this movie. It's been 11 years since it came out. That's madness right there. What were they doing? Like, were they really just waiting for it to become nostalgic or to like make a perfect script on it? I don't know. The first Puss in Boots movie was pretty charming to me. It wasn't the best movie out there. I still would rather watch him in Shrek, but maybe the potential for a sequel would be really good. I'd like to see what would happen if they do continue the story. Again, kind of an announcement / rumor, nothing official yet. There's not even a poster or a trailer for it. Obviously, next we have Battle of the Super Sons, which apparently is DC's first CG superhero movie. I know the one I'm showing here is kind of contradictory, but apparently to them, yeah, this is their first fully CG, full human superhero movie. We'll see about that. Again, it's most likely going to be a straight to DVD or straight to TV movie, just like how Injustice and Red Sun was. So we'll know. Another movie that is sort of announced but not fully is the Super Mario movie. This is the one that all of you have come to look at. Yeah, so I've heard of the Super Mario movie, and I've heard about Chris Pratt playing it. Hello, it's me, Amadio. And I know like he's gonna be in it, and everyone's just freaking out and think it's gonna be the worst thing ever. I haven't seen this much anti-hype for a movie since like Space Jam 2. It's madness. But yeah, according to Illumination, this movie will come around the holidays. Not the holidays, but I mean around December, winter time. So yeah, probably the holidays. Again, nothing is confirmed. We don't even have like a title for the movie yet. All we have is a sort of poster, you would call it, of just the cast of the movie. So no title, no official movie poster, no trailer, nothing. It's just we're gonna get a Super Mario movie with Chris Pratt in it. So there you go. Now let's move on to the stuff that is actually. Oh, and yeah, we have a Scoob thing as well. Sorry, forgot to mention. Yeah, we're getting not really a Scoob 2. It's more of like a Scoob holiday special. Also gonna come in December. So yeah. Now, on to the stuff that is announced. We have the League of Super Pets, which is what I'm showing you right now. Obviously, we have Dwayne Johnson playing Crypto the Superdog, and then we got a bunch of other pets who get superpowers. This isn't the most anticipated thing I'm looking forward to. No doubt it's like number 10 on my list, but it is something I find interesting. It does look like a cute movie, could be fun, and hey, I'm a sucker for pets with superpowers. All right, give me that, I'll take it. I mean, it's not like the best thing I'd go after, but this does something I definitely think I'd watch, so hey, why not? Another movie I'm not so super excited for is Minions 2: The Rise of Gru. This movie has been pushed back for 2 years in a row. It was supposed to come out in 2020, then it got pushed to end of 2020, then it got pushed to 2021, then summer 21, and then they just decided to move it to 22. So yeah, 2 years in pushing. Can this movie be good? I don't know. It's Minions. But the thing about Minions is that it's Illumination's cash cow, which is why they've been struggling so hard to put it in theaters. They know if they put it on streaming, they wouldn't get as much money as if they did in theaters. So that's why they are struggling so hard to put this movie into theaters, just so they can get that extra buck in their pocket. I mean, no disrespect on the hassle. It's like whatever. But seriously, like, who cares about Minions at this point? I am so tired from these Despicable Me movies. I wish they would end like Ice Age. Oh wait, they're making an Ice Age special. Get the hell out of here. So yeah, some of these franchises really do need to die, and the Despicable Me franchise it really needs to bang on doors' death at this point. Next up, at number 8, we have Hotel Transylvania 4. So interesting thing, as of recording, this movie is out, and I want to go watch it and review it. In fact, if anything, before Wednesday, maybe my next video will be the Hotel Transylvania 4 review. So I won't say much about it because the movie is out. I just wanted to let you all know that. Next, we have an upcoming DreamWorks film, The Bad Guys. And let me just say, already, this movie looks gorgeous. I love the shading, the stylization of it, where it's, again, not fully 3D, not fully 2D. You know, it's got that smooth animation. And the fact that this is a DreamWorks movie really does speak volumes. It looks like they're actually trying to do something different and be a bit more experimental with their movies, which, good on you guys. It's about time we stopped having boss babies. Yeah, we get it. You need those movies to pay the bills and make stuff like this. But this is good. I do like the fact that they're becoming more experimental and less boss baby. So yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. It does seem like it's going to be a fun, charming movie that's, hey, it's a crook movie with animals. It's like Zootopia, but crooks, really. So hey, excited to see where this goes. And it's apparently it's animals robbing humans. So interesting take. I do want to see what this movie would do with a concept like that. So yeah, excited for this movie. Let's move on. At number 6, we have Pixar's first movie of the year, Turning Red. This movie is coming out in March, if I'm not wrong, and it's set in like the early 2000s, and it's about this Canadian Chinese girl, I think. She's a Canadian Asian girl who gets these powers to turn into a giant red panda, and apparently she turns into a red panda when her emotions get like too excited. So if she's too nervous or too happy or too sad or something like that, she turns into the panda. So she has to like learn to normalize her emotions, or like, you know, keep them on the flow. I will say, just based off this movie already, it does look like such an American movie. How should I say? It looks like such a white American movie. I don't know how to explain it, but this movie just screams America, and it is so weird. And I don't like to use this word, but look. Yeah, that's what this movie looks like. But I am kind of excited for it. I am really excited to see where Pixar goes from here. And it does seem like they are trying to switch up their animation style, trying to get more experimental and see what they can do with it. It does ring Luca bells to me, like with the sort of character designs, where they don't have the same squishy round faces that they do in Luca, but the textures and whatnot do feel very much like that. So again, props to Pixar for also trying to experiment, and I'm really interested to see what they'll do with this movie. Now from DC's corner, we have Black Adam. Yes, people were looking forward to this movie ever since Shazam came out. And it was like, oh my gosh, what's Black Adam? Is he going to be in Shazam 2? Well, good news and bad news, he's not going to be in Shazam 2. Good news is he's going to have his own movie. So I am really interested to see what they're going to do with it. I did see another trailer where it's sort of like we get to see his past when he first got his powers and when he fought the first Shazam. And then we get to see him, like, I think in present day. So I am interested to see what this movie will do. Maybe we'll get to, like, sort of have a past and future, like a before and after movie, where like the half of the movie will focus on him and how he got his powers, and then we'll focus on him in present day. I don't know what the movie is gonna be about. All I know is that we're gonna have to see him get his powers and how he's dealing with fighting the first Shazam and how he deals in the modern world. That's all I got. Another thing as well is I do think he might be in Shazam 3. I know for a fact he's not gonna be in Shazam 2 because Shazam 2 has like a completely different story, but if he's in Shazam 3, hey, count me in. Speaking of Shazam, Shazam 2 is also coming out next year. Yeah, this and Black Adam in the same year. What kind of world are we living in? So apparently, this isn't gonna have Black Adam in it. No, the story of this movie is Shazam and the rest of the Shazam family are gonna be fighting a bunch of, I think, Greek goddesses, and that's what this movie is called, Fury of the Gods. And I am really interested to see how they're gonna go around this movie. I heard they're gonna like travel to also different worlds and fight a bunch of different Greek monsters. So I am really excited for that. I really love the concept of its own, having a DC superhero, especially someone like Shazam, fighting Greek monsters and Greek goddesses. It sounds like such a cool plot and concept, such like a big, massive scale. So this is definitely something I love to see in superhero films, and the fact that it's also another like straightforward, cool super. Like this thing, look at these things. These things are amazing. I can't wait to see them fight these things. Oh my gosh! So like something like a straightforward, big, classic, you know, just large-scale superhero movie. I am so excited to see it. I am so excited for this movie. I've been excited for this movie since the first Shazam. And let me just say, it is one of the most hyped superhero movies of 2022. And again, might be one of the best superhero movies of all time if it goes the way I'm thinking. So yeah, very excited for this movie. Very hyped for it. I'm just so excited for it. We have a cool superhero like Shazam going against Greek stuff. So yeah, I as if I haven't said it already, I am so excited for this movie. Can't wait to see it. Definitely going to be one of the bigger movies of 2022. Next up, we have Lightyear. Sorry about the bottom screen. Have no idea what's going on there. Apparently, my editing is glitching. So, yeah. Next, we have Lightyear. This is Pixar's second movie of the year. It's gonna come out in June, and I am way more excited for this film than Turning Red. No shade on Turning Red, although again, it's still Pixar, so they could surprise me. But I am very excited for this movie. This movie is apparently a sort of Toy Story prequel where it focuses on the character Buzz Lightyear is based off of, like the Buzz Lightyear toy, the one we follow in Toy Story. This movie is about the character the toy is based off of, and I really find it to be interesting. So yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. It seems like we're gonna have Lightyear traveling through Lightyear, going to different planets. We're gonna meet Zurg. I know he's gonna be in the movie, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do here. I'm still kind of 50-50 on the character designs, especially with Buzz's character design. Like, he doesn't look bad, he just looks a bit different than, I don't know, what I would expect. So yeah, the character designs are a bit gonna take some getting used to for me personally, but I do love the animation. Again, it's normal 3D animation, but it looks gorgeous in typical Pixar fashion. It looks amazing. The movie already looks beautiful. Now I just have to see the final product is something to worth stand on. But yeah, definitely a worthy contender, and it is number 3 on my list. So we definitely have 2 more movies I am more hyped. At number 2, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This, to me, is not only gonna be the biggest movie or the biggest superhero movie of 2022, but it's definitely also gonna be probably one of the best superhero movies if it goes the way I think it's going. In terms of like superhero stuff, I am most excited for this and Shazam 2. So yeah, this Doctor Strange is gonna take place somewhat almost immediately after Spider-Man No Way Home, where he's dealing with the consequences of the spell he put on Peter to make everyone forget about him. And now the multiverse is starting to collapse in on himself, and he needs Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch's help, to help him get through the multiverse. I can't wait to see what shenanigans we're gonna go into here, where he's hopping from like world to world. I know there's already like an evil Doctor Strange in this trailer, so we know that our Doctor Strange will meet evil Doctor Strange, and people are already theorizing whether or not it's a Doctor Strange from What If. I highly doubt it. I don't think it's the same person, but I would love to see the Doctor Strange from What If pop in. It will just also give that show that nice canon touch to it. So yeah, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, evil Doctor Strange, multiverse, world hopping, portals, interdimensional stuff. I am excited for this movie. Very excited. This is typical superhero stuff. This is the most superhero stuff you can do. I am so hyped for this. This is everything I wanted and more. I really hope this movie is good. As of yet, we only got like a teaser trailer, so we don't know much of the plot, but for what it's worth, very hyped. And of course, what's better than a multiverse film with Doctor Strange? A multiverse film with Spider-Man. That's right, as if Spider-Man No Way Home wasn't crazy enough. Now we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, a sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And let me just say, excited for this movie as always. We got multiverse, interdimensional stuff, world hopping, and Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And it seems that it takes place somewhat immediately after the first Into the Spider-Verse, so that's crazy. And the fact that, and I really like the fact that this movie is called Part 1. It's not just like one movie. It's literally going to be 2 movies. So what I find so cool about this is that Sony was playing their cards right. They played their cards straight. They wanted to make sequels to Into the Spider-Verse, basically like right after the first movie got made, but they wanted to do it in a way that didn't seem too cash cowy. And of course, they made a Part 1, Part 2. And this is the best way to make a trilogy, in my opinion. Like, I think this would honestly be the best way to make a trilogy. Why I say that is because Into the Spider-Verse is its own standalone film, and you needed to know whether or not that movie would succeed. And so the fact that you make Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and 2, now that you already know the first movie has succeeded, you're already going like you're already investing in the next 2 parts. Boom, 3 movies, Into the Spider-Verse Part 1 and Part 2. That is the smartest way to make a trilogy if I've ever seen one. First you're like, we gotta see if this movie does well before we can make any sequels. And then the minute it does well, hey, now we got 2 sequels. Oh my gosh, and they're interconnected. I don't know, there's just like so many layers to it, and I wish I could like just sit here and explain it all day. But basically, long story short, this is the smartest way to make a trilogy, and the fact that we're getting like our first straight up like serialized animated trilogy focused on like superhero stuff, it's crazy. I'm very interested to see this. So yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, very excited to see this. Love the animation as always. Crazy, fluid, colorful, love it. It's still one of the best animated looking movies out there, and yeah, I trust Sony can make a good movie out of this. Phil Lord and Chris Miller come back to direct and write this movie again, so with them and Sony's animators, I trust this can be a good movie and a worthy sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, maybe best animated movie of all time now. Maybe it can overstep Mitchell's and versus the Machines. You know, with this animation style, it still looks crazy good. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. These are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. Just some things I thought I'd mention. Just some honorable mentions like the stuff that's been announced or the stuff that's supposed to come, but we haven't gotten any posters or trailers. Some other shows also coming out as well, like Big Nate, which is based on a book series made by Jeff Keighley, writer of Wimpy Kid. So for those Jeff Keighley fans out there, now you get both Wimpy Kid and Big Nate next year. So hooray for you. We're also getting a Sonic Prime TV show on Netflix, which is supposed to be 24 episodes long. So I don't know if they're gonna do 2 seasons 12, 1 season 24, or 3 seasons 8. It's Netflix. They kind of do crazy stuff like this. Disney is also making a weird movie called Strange World coming out at the end of the year. So we got nothing but the concept art for it. And yeah, we are kind of done there. I don't have a lot more to announce because, again, we're still at the beginning of the year. Not much stuff has been introduced. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed everything I announced here. What are you most excited for? What are you looking forward to watching most this year, or like being part of the fandom most this year? You know, like what are you most forward to looking, just sharing with your friends and whatnot? What are you looking forward to be part of the fandom most? What are you looking forward to watching to the most excited for, least excited for? And what are you hoping they announce or put up posters for, or basically what throughout this through the year? Maybe it's a project that these studios have been working on that you want to see. Maybe it could be a nice surprise coming out this year. Who knows? Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, click that bell to be part of the team, and of course, I have been Captain Phoenix. And with that, I will see you in another universe.